Have you ever noticed how some employees seem totally replaceable, while others are the complete opposite? If they left, the whole company would feel it. It's not because they work longer hours or are the loudest person in the room. It's because the company genuinely depends on them. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how you can become one of those indispensable people. This isn't about working yourself to the bone. It's about working smart and becoming a pillar of your organization. So, let's get one thing straight. What does being indispensable really mean? It's a term that gets thrown around a lot, but people often get it wrong. It does not mean you're the person who does everything. It doesn't mean you're the last one to leave the office every single night. And it definitely doesn't mean you say yes to every single request that comes your way. That's a fast track to burnout, not indispensability. The real meaning is much simpler and much more powerful. Being indispensable means that if you were to leave your job tomorrow, something important would break. A critical system would fail, a key process would grind to a halt, or a major project would be in serious trouble. That's the standard we're aiming for. It's about being so deeply integrated into a vital part of the business that your absence creates a real, tangible problem. You become the glue holding a crucial piece together. That's your leverage. That's your security. So how do you get there? The first step is to focus on critical work. Indispensable employees aren't busy with trivial tasks or chasing vanity projects just to get noticed. They are laser-focused on the things that truly matter to the business's survival and success. They work on core systems, the foundational technology that everything else is built on. They dive deep into key processes, the workflows that generate revenue or deliver the company's core product, and they are the first to tackle higher-risk problems, the ones that everyone else is too afraid to touch. Think about it. Are you spending your time on things that make you look busy, or on things that make the company more reliable? The indispensable employee isn't chasing visibility for its own sake. They aren't trying to be in every meeting or have their name on every presentation. Instead, they are quietly and consistently building reliability where it matters most. They identify the company's weak points, its most vulnerable areas, and they make it their mission to fortify them. They become the silent guardians of the company's most important functions. The next piece of the puzzle is building rare and valuable knowledge. Indispensable people understand things that others simply don't. This isn't about hoarding information. It's about developing a deep, almost intuitive understanding of the business's inner workings. They know the history behind why decisions were made. They can tell you exactly where problems are most likely to appear in a project because they've seen the patterns before. They know which mistakes are just minor hiccups and which ones are incredibly costly, both in time and money. This kind of knowledge isn't something you can learn in a weekend workshop or by reading a manual. It's earned through experience, curiosity, and paying close attention over a long period. You build it by asking why 5 times, by digging into old project documents, and by talking to veteran employees. It takes time, and that is precisely why it's so valuable. Anyone can learn a new software, but very few people will put in the effort to understand the complex web of relationships, history, and hidden rules that truly govern how an organization runs. This deep contextual knowledge makes you an invaluable strategic asset. Now, once you have that focus on critical work and that rare knowledge, something amazing starts to happen. You naturally become the go-to person. This is the ultimate sign that you're becoming indispensable. When a specific, difficult problem comes up, your name is the first one that comes to mind. Indispensable employees are known for solving the same types of hard problems over and over again. They become specialists. But they don't just solve the problem and move on. They document their solution. They create a process. They look for ways to improve the system so the problem doesn't happen again. And here's a key detail. They often do this without seeking credit. They help their colleagues, they train junior team members, and they share their knowledge freely. They're not trying to be a hero. They're trying to make the team and the company stronger. Over time, a powerful shift occurs. When a crisis hits, people stop asking, "Who should we assign this to?" Instead, the question becomes, "Is Alex available?" They don't even need to think about it. Your name becomes synonymous with the solution. That's when you know you've become a trusted, reliable pillar of the organization. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually apply this to your own job, starting tomorrow? You don't have to boil the ocean. You just need to start small and be strategic. First, identify one single area that your company truly relies on. It could be a specific piece of software, a critical client relationship, or a complex internal process. Find something that, if it went wrong, would cause a major headache for a lot of people. Next, make it your mission to learn that area inside and out. Go deeper than anyone else. Understand its history, its weaknesses, and its connections to other parts of the business. Finally, start consistently looking for ways to improve it. Can you make it more efficient, more reliable, easier for others to use? You don't need to be an expert in everything. You don't need to be everywhere at once. You just need to matter deeply in one specific place. That's your foothold. That's your path to becoming indispensable. So let's wrap this up. The most indispensable employees are rarely the loudest or the flashiest. They don't need constant praise or recognition. Their value isn't in the noise they make, but in the stability they create. If you're looking for real, lasting job security and a clear path for long-term growth, this is it. It's not about office politics or promotion. It's about becoming fundamentally valuable. If you found this advice helpful, please give this video a like. And for more strategies on how to grow your career and become more valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.